What do you think happened to Netaji? Why some classified files were destroyed by the government of India? And your thought on the secret clauses in the transfer of power agreement. Let's take the last one first. I am not aware of the secret clauses because they're secret. But it's possible, as some very prominent people, researchers, historians suggest, that there may have been some secret clauses in the transfer of power agreement. And according to those clauses, technically India may still not be a completely independent sovereign nation, perhaps. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen the secret clauses, so I can't say. If those are revealed, then we can speak about that. But I think there is a possibility that there could have been secret clauses. But it's only speculation because we are not aware of that. The data is not there in the public domain. Now, what do I think happened to Netaji? I think that Netaji was alive until 1985. I agree with the assessment of Anuj Dar and of Anuj Dar primarily, that Netaji was alive. And he was alive. And he was known as Gumnami Baba. And he was alive until 1985. And why did he not come out and say that I'm Subhash Chandra Bose and all that? Because the West regarded him as a war criminal. And if he had come out in public and announced that I'm still alive, then the Indian government would have been accused of harboring a war criminal who sided with the Nazis and the Japanese government. Now, from our perspective, the Nazis were not our enemies. They did not do anything against us. Neither did the Japanese. And they were the enemies of our oppressors, of our colonizers, our occupiers, the British. So it made perfect logical sense for Subhash Chandra Bose to take the help of the German government, Hitler's government, and the Japanese empire. It made perfect logical sense from his perspective. At the time, we were not even aware of what may or may not have been happening to the Jewish people under Nazi occupation, right? We had no idea. But the West won. The US and its minions, its puppets won. And then they decided the rules. So anybody who was on the side of the Nazis was then automatically a war criminal. So if Netaji had come out and said that I am Subhash Chandra Bose, I'm still alive, I'm living in India, then the US would have demanded that India hand over this man for a trial for war crimes. And then it would become a matter of it will be a huge problem for India because public opinion would say, no, how can you give away Subhash Chandra Bose for a trial? So then the government will be put in a horrible conundrum. On the one hand, if you give away Netaji for a trial as a war criminal, and he will essentially be hanged in that case, then the government will lose the confidence of the people of India and they'll lose the next election. So they can't afford that to happen. On the other hand, they can't afford not to hand him over because the West is too powerful. So what do? The best solution is keep it secret. You stay in hiding. That's it. And Netaji also probably understood that. And that's why he stayed in hiding until his last day. Now, why is these files still not declassified and revealed to the public? Because even now it will affect India's image, and the entire Western media press, everybody will go out and say that we hid this from the world and we harbored a war criminal until 1985. And India is a fascist nation, blah, 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 all that nonsense, right? So even now, and also because we have the government of India, even including the present government, have invested so much in propping up Mohandas Gandhi as the great Indian ideal, right? Non-violence, ahimsa, all that stuff. So they have invested so much in Gandhi that they don't want that bringing out Netaji as a rival, as a viable alternative, will kind of be counterproductive for them because they have invested so much in Gandhi. I mean, how much they've invested. The current prime minister also makes a big show of idolizing and worshipping Mr. Gandhi. So because of all these reasons, I don't think they will declassify this. I had naively in 2014 expected that now that the BJP is back in power, they will declassify the Netaji files, but they have also not done that. So I'm sure there are good reasons from their perspective for not doing this. Why were some classified files destroyed? I don't know. The government knows better than us. I can only speculate. And what's the point of speculating? Maybe it was too explosive, revelation, the stuff, whatever was there in that. I don't know.